Hello students, welcome for today's class. Today's topic is branch accounting. So last class we solved first three problems. This problem requires you to know debtors account. Now you know why we prepared debtors account. If not, I'll just tell you. Debtors is nothing but the goods sold on credit to our customer. So opening balance, credit sales, bills receivable dishonored will be on the debit side. On the credit side, cash received, bills received, discount allowed, return inwards, bad debts, transfer to creditors, buy balance, that is the closing balance. Sometimes in the problem, they'll give you opening, credit sales, cash received. You have to find out the closing balance using this format, or it can be opposite. Closing, cash received, credit sales will be given. You have to identify the opening, or opening, closing, cash received is given. You have to identify the credit sales. So this account is very informative to identify the missing information. Now let's solve the problem. Question number 5. Manjunath Traders have a branch in Bangalore from the following particular. Prepare branch account in the head of books, that is in the head office books. Balance as on 1/4/2014. Stock at branch, debtors opening, petty cash opening, furniture 2000 opening, prepaid insurance 150. So there will be some adjustments towards this. Salary outstanding 200. Goods sent to branch during the year 80,000. Cash sales during the year 1,30,000. Credit sales 40,000. Credit sales will go to debtors account. Cash received from debtors 35,000. Even this will go to debtors account. Cash paid by the debtors directly to head office. Even this should be entered in the debtors account. Discount allowed to debtors. So this also has to be entered in the debtors account. Cash sent to the branch, that is the money sent by the branch for rent, salary, petty cash, insurance. See here, insurance annual up to 36/2015 it is given. If you see, the opening of the book is 1/4/2014. So the closing should be 31st March 2015. But the insurance is paid for up to 36/2015. So there is a insurance which is going for the next year also is being accounted here. So we have to be very careful. We have to do a note on this, adjustment on this. Goods returned by the branch, so 80,000 minus 1,000 we have to do. Goods returned by debtors, so again this has to be recorded in debtors account. Stock on 31st March 2015, closing stock. Petty expenses paid by branch 690. Sale of furniture on 1/10/2014 400. So it is 400 and the book value is 475. So there is some working note on this too. So let us look into the additional information. There is no debtors closing stock, sorry, there is no closing balance of debtors given. So we have to identify that. Provide 10% depreciation on furniture. Goods costing 2,500 were damaged and sum of 2,000 was recovered from the insurance company in full settlement of claim. Remember one information very clearly. Any uh, any loss which is occurred, normal or abnormal, should not be recorded in the branch account, but the amount which is received by the branch for the claim should be remitted to head office. Commission to the branch manager is 10%. from the profit of the branch after charging such commission. So there is some adjustment related to commission. Once we are done with the entire problem, we have to identify the profit and charge commission. There is a formula for this which we will understand. So let's start with the problem. So draw the format. So I want you to solve the problem with me. So enter all the opening balance information. Let's do together. Enter all the opening balance, that is stock, branch, petty cash, furniture, prepaid. Done. Now salary outstanding 200, even that has to be recorded. Next, goods sent to branch 80,000. So 80,000 minus 1,000. 80,000 says there's a return minus 1,000. So 79,000. Then cash sales during the year 1,30,000, that will go on the credit side. Credit sales will go to debtors. So cash received from this is also going to the credit side of the branch account. So this will go to debtors account. This will also go to debtors account and also the credit side of the branch account. So let's see what is there for debit side. So rent, salary, petty cash, insurance paid. So let's record this. Totally we got 6,100 after adding all this. Now let's go to the credit side. What are the information which has to be taken on the credit side? Cash sales, yes, it will go 1,30,000. Then cash received from debtors 35,000 to be considered. Cash paid by the debtors directly to the head office. Again, we have to consider this because it is debtors who's been created in the branch account, which has to be recorded there. So 2,000. Then any other cash received. So cash received due to sale of furniture 400. So all this has to be considered. So right, by bank. Let's go to the next one. Petty cash. So let's see what is the adjustment related to the petty cash. We have opening 500, received from the head office 1,000, so totally 1,500 minus 690. It has been utilized. So let us find out the closing balance. The closing balance is 810. So let's record it. 810. Next, related to the furniture. Furniture opening is 2000 and there is a sale of furniture. See here, please remember the furniture is sold for 400 and book value is 475. Now what do you mean by book value? Asset value minus depreciation, you will get book value. So remember one thing, that when it comes to branch accounting, the asset which is sold for which we cannot charge depreciation. So I cannot write 2000 minus 475. So that will be wrong, because if I write 2000 minus 475, that means I am considering the depreciation. So let's do a working note on that. We have to identify what is the actual value. So it is 2000. The book value is 475. That is after minusing depreciation of 5%. For 1 year, if it is 10%, for 6 months, it will be 5%. So 475 into 100 by 95, I get the full value 500. So this is before charging depreciation, it was 500. Now I can consider this. I will minus 2000 minus 500 to find out the value of the asset. 1500 will be the value of asset on which I will charge 10% depreciation. 150, I am not charging or recording depreciation anywhere in the branch account. I can only record the closing. That's why I am removing the depreciation here also. To remove the depreciation, I made it 100%. Then I had to consider the final closing value of the asset. If you remember, we have also discussed a note on this. Not shown in the branch account. Depreciation is not shown in the branch account, but closing balance of the asset is deducted with this amount. So to identify the closing balance of the furniture, I have to detect the depreciation. That's what the question means here. So that is done. So 1350. Prepaid insurance is 150 plus 600. If you remember, we have just discussed. So this 150 plus 600. So let us understand what do you mean by this. So 150 was the opening balance. 600 was paid during the year. So if it is paid during the year for 1 year, so it is already paid here. There is a prepaid insurance which is already there for 150. Now there is an insurance amount which is paid for 1 year that ends on 36 2015. Can I consider 36 2015 for this year? No, because it ends on 31st March 2015. So there is a prepaid insurance which has to be remitted back to the head office. So it is very important for me to identify how much is the money for 3 months. Now how do I identify? So if it is, let's go for working note. So the opening balance is 150. The annual amount is paid 600. So 600 divided by 12, I get 50. So if it is 50 for per month, so it is paid prepaid is done for 3 months. That is 2015 April, May, June. Correct? So it is 50 into 3, 150. Then it is closing stock 5000. Now we have to find out by, it's already, there is a recovery of 2000 from insurance, so which cannot be kept by the branch account. It has to be submitted or it has to be sent to the head office. Insurance, so insurance claim received. So insurance claim received is 2000 by outstanding salary is 200. Why it is outstanding salary 200 is recorded here? If you see, 12 month salary is already paid. If you see in the question, it is only the 12 month salary which is being paid. So there was an opening of 200 which was not paid last year. So it has come to this year. Again in this year it is only paid for 12 months. So again this outstanding salary is not closed. So it will again go to the closing balance. Then by debtors. Please look into the format which was given to you. Look into the format. So what is the balance, opening balance of debtors? Debtors opening balance is 4,000. Is there any credit sales? Yes, there is a credit sales of 40,000. The question it says there is 35,000 which is being paid by the debtor. 35,000. Cash paid directly is 2,000, which is there in the question. Then there's a discount of 100 and the goods returned is 2,000. So the total amount is 44,000 because the highest amount is 44,000 both the side. If you check, so what is the total? 44,000. This is somewhere around 39,100. So the difference is 4,900. Use your calculator. So I got 4,900, the balancing figure. Now all the information is filled. So let us find out what is the total. Total is 1,81,810. This side the total is 1,01,950. So 1,81,810, and this side the amount is 1,01,950. 1,01,950. Why am I doing this? Because the commission has to be paid to the manager. So 2 commission I have to pay out of the profit. Is it correct? Yes or no? That's what the adjustment says. The last line, if you remember, commission to the manager. So 2 commission So it is 79860. Now, what is the formula to pay the commission? Please make a note of the formula. Profit before charging commission, whatever is the profit, that is 1 lakh, 79,860 into rate of commission is 10% divided by 100 plus rate of commission, that is 79,860 into 10, correct, rate of commission divided by 110. So that's the formula. So what will be the amount? Seven lakh 79,860 into 10 divided by 110. You get 7,260. Okay, so we got the answer. Now the highest amount is to be written on both the side. 1,81,000. 1,81,810. So total of this is 1,09,210. 1,09,000. 1,09,210. So the answer is 72,600. 72,600, and this is nothing but the profit, so the difference is on the debit side, to general profit and loss plus balancing figure is 72,600. Please make a note of it. So we have prepared debtors account also. This is the final answer. Thank you guys. Please make a note. Any doubt, you can always put in the chat. Thank you guys.